Good afternoon. So I have chosen to go ahead and discuss Estonia. And for me, this was pretty unknown as far as facts about the country. So I'm glad I'm able to research it and then discuss it with y'all. So Estonia is actually located in northeastern Europe. It is kind of nestled between Latvia, Russia, and then Finland, with the Baltic Sea surrounding about half of the country, as you can see in this picture. As far as size goes, it is about 17,000 square miles, including about 1,000 islands in the Baltic Sea. And if you combine the states of New Hampshire and Vermont, it'll be slightly smaller than the combination of those two states. In 2018, the population was about 1.2 million people, so it's still a decent amount of people, just not a very large country. And the median age is about 42 years old, so about middle-aged. As far as the government goes, they used to be under Soviet control, and in 1991 they gained their independence, and now they are classified as a parliamentary democracy. Basically what this means is that they are divided into seemingly three branches of government. It's kind of similar to the United States in that regard. There is the parliament, which is made up of 101 members. There's also a set of courts, and there is also more of an executive branch, which includes the president, a cabinet, and then a prime minister. And the president and the prime minister are actually elected officials. The president is the head of the government, while the prime minister is the head of the state. And as far as the court systems go, there are about three different types of court systems. There's county and administrative, which is a very local level. There's a district court of appeals, and there's also a Supreme Court. And as far as more local government goes, the country is divided up into about 15 counties. Each has their own form of local government, and then both non-citizens and citizens can actually vote in the local elections, which is not the case for the more widespread elections. So it is interesting that non-citizens can actually vote in some capacity. They also have several different political parties, and they include the Center Party of Estonia, the Estonian Conservative People's Party, the Estonian Reform Party, the Free Party, the Social Democratic Party, and then Union of Pro Patria and Respublica. So they do have several different political parties within their governmental system. And as of 2011, the majority religion is Orthodox Christianity, but this only makes up about 14% of the population. Evangelical Lutherans make up about 8.4%, and then Protestant Christian groups make about 1.2%. So surprisingly, at least to me, over half of the individuals in the country report to be unaffiliated with any sort of religion. I found it particularly interesting about their diet. So at first I was like, oh, okay, they seemed very similar to us in the way that they usually start off their day with coffee. I love coffee. Most Americans love coffee, so it's kind of a staple here and there. But unlike the US, Estonians are actually pretty health conscious, and so they will try to incorporate fruits and vegetables into their diet pretty regularly. So things like potato chips aren't typically very popular. And it makes sense that they do incorporate these foods, since a decent portion of land in the country is dedicated to farmland, and the main foods that they grow include grains, vegetables, and potatoes. And potatoes are also another one of the kind of staples in their diet. So it makes sense that they actually will eat the things that they are most well known for producing. As mentioned previously, I just find it interesting that even though they're kind of across the way in terms of geographic location, there's a lot of ways that we can relate to Estonians. Even just how their households are set up. So typically couples will marry in their 20s. About half of marriages end in divorce, and then those that are in a marriage, like the husband and wife, they will typically go both work outside of the home in full-time jobs. So even though they seem very different to us, they are actually similar in many ways. Thank y'all, and have a good day.